Hi, welcome along to ArsenalFanTV. Now, some interesting comments from Arsenal legend Ian Wright about Arsenal coming out today. I was looking at it. He was talking to the Sun newspaper in an interview, and this is what he had to say. He said that, and this is regarding the situation at Arsenal and the whole Arsene Wenger saga and the contract, etc. Ian Wright said, "This is typical of the lack of leadership and direction at Arsenal. No one is making any decisions. Who's running the club? Arsene, obviously." He said he's in a position where he can do just what he wants. He should be forced to say what he's doing. Somebody upstairs should be telling him either you're staying or you're going. You must make an announcement. And of course, Ian Wright talking about the future of Arsene Wenger. And then Ian Wright goes on to say, Arsenal and the fans need stability over what is going to happen with the club's future. The people above Arsene, if there is anyone, need to sort something out. This wouldn't happen at any other club, but it is at Arsenal because the board are so happy and so relaxed. They're fat cats, business people. The club's just a massive cash cow for those people. All they're doing is ignoring the way that the fans feel. And I've got to say, and that's coming from an ex-Arsenal player, and they don't always come out and speak it as it is, but Ian Wright always does that. I've got to say, he's 100% spot on in everything he said there. It's something I've been saying for weeks, right? You know, we got to the press conference yesterday, and yet again, Arsene Wenger, when asked about his future, turned round and said, listen, I'm not discussing it. I'm not discussing my future. I'm not saying what I'm doing. The club at the moment is a mess. You know, it's so frustrating at the moment, being an Arsenal fan. You don't know what's happening at our club. We've got a manager who we don't know whether he's staying or whether he's going at the end of the season. We got Mesut Ozil. We don't know whether he's staying or going. The same thing with Alexis Sanchez. Is he staying? Is he going? He says, I want to play with winners. I want to stay in London. There's speculation of him going to Chelsea. Oxlade-Chamberlain's contract's not sorted out. Jack Wilshere's contract's not sorted out. He doesn't know whether he's staying or going. This is an absolute mess. Who has allowed this to happen? Who is running this club? We don't hear nothing from Sir Chips Keswick. We don't hear nothing from Ivan Gazidis. We never, ever hear anything from Stan Kroenke. And when we do hear anything from them, it's just some little patronising, condescending statements as if to say, we'll decide when we're going to do whatever we're going to do when the time is right. It's a mess. And then Wenger's left there right at the forefront to take all the, you know, the flack. Somebody from up above should be stepping up and telling us what is going on with the whole situation. Arsene Wenger, you know, he come out and he said that Alexis Sanchez and Mesut Ozil will talk about their futures at the end of the season because now things are a bit late. What about your future? How can you negotiate with these guys? How can you sit down with Alexis Sanchez and say, right, Alexis, I want you to sign a new deal. We're going to sign you onto a new 4 or 5 year deal. If you sign here, we'll pay you this amount of money and that. Then Alexis turns around to Arsene Wenger and says, what are you doing? Are you going to be here next season? If you're not here next season, who's going to be in charge? Who's going to be managing the club? These are questions that I'd be asking if it was me, if I was in Alexis Sanchez's position. And then when I leave that meeting, I'll be driving home and none of those questions have been answered. I'll be like, what kind of club is this? The club's in a mess at the moment. You know, if Wenger stays, are things going to get any better? He's maybe getting a bit stale. If Wenger goes, they don't seem to know who they're bringing in. They don't seem to know what, you know, direction. Who's going to be buying the players next season? Will they buy any top players? You know what? I don't mind Arsenal, it's all right, I like it there. But I'm 28 years of age. Nah, I want to win some stuff before my career's finished. Nah, I think I'll go at the end of the season. That's probably what he's thinking. How can you have people at the top who are so indecisive and yet still they want other people to make decisions? And then you've got the poor fans at the bottom. They don't know anything that's going on. They're so frustrated. This is why fans start to bring out banners, fly planes. This is why fans start to comment on social media platforms like ArsenalFanTV, ring up radio stations complaining, because there's no communication with them. There's nothing. And it's something I've been going on for weeks, and I'm glad that a club legend like Ian Wright has come out and said the same thing. What is going on at this football club is a joke at the moment. Arsenal Football Club at the moment is a joke. It's a joke. You're going to away fans and stuff like that, fans, opposition fans and that, you know, and they're saying, oh, yeah, we want him to stay and all things like that. I had a Tottenham fan, a mate of mine yesterday, ringing me up, you know, trying to prank me, saying that Wenger's just signed a new 10-year deal. And I mean, we're a joke at the moment. These guys at the top, they need to sort this mess out. And Ian Wright is spot on. He's completely right. What do you guys think? I want to hear from you. Leave the comments. Let me know about what you think. Is it the Arsene Wenger or is it the board? Who's this down to? Or is it both of them? Should the whole lot of them go? The way that they're running the club at the moment? Or should it be the board gone, somebody else new? I mean, what would it like? I asked this question on Instagram the other day. If you had Usmanov in charge and Wenger was still, you know, Wenger said, right, I'm signing a new deal, but Usmanov was running the club. Because Usmanov seems like a different character. He seems like the sort of guy that he'll kick ass. He seems like the sort of guy who'll turn around and say, right, Arsene, yeah, you're in charge for another year, 2 years, but listen to me carefully, yeah? If you don't win me the title or Champions League in the next 2 years, you're gone. That's how Chelsea do it, and they're getting success with it, right? That's how City do it, and they're getting success with it. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments below and let me know what you think.